out, and the other three will get a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump.
Welcome everyone to the Dover 125 Lazy Days Xfinity Series, about to get underway here in just a few moments. We are right now in the practice. Got about 6 minutes or so remaining here. Tonight's track very, very different compared to what we've seen Thursday night in the Truck Series, and it will continue to be different all throughout the night as there is 50% rubber down. One of the things that I've noticed really watching this so far has been the amount of rubber that is actually being put down on the track. Not only are they got 50% down, but the marbles are going to be issued. Marble is not automatic cleanup. That is going to be a big issue here. We're going to get into that, but first I want to go a little bit over the point situation. It is currently Benjamin Nelson holding a 95-point lead over second place driver Eric Minch. Both have 10 starts on the season, coming in here tonight to race number 11 at Dover. Austin Marion also in that mix, up 2 spots from last week's race back at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and he is 108 behind the leader, so he's just a few points, and right behind him Eric Borelli is actually lost 2 spots last week, fell back from second to fourth, only 2 points behind out of third right now. Borelli, however, does have a win. Everybody else right now, like I said, pretty much chasing Benjamin Nelson week in and week out. Royce Schiavano is up there as well. He's been one of them hit or miss guys. He hasn't done a full complete season yet. 4 races so far from Royce Schiavano, 2 poles and 1 win, however, back in 14th in points. So we'll see what happens with him tonight. This race is sponsored by Lazy Days Racing Sim Seats, New Tech, and there's a couple other sponsors as well. I know I'm forgetting, but you'll see them on the broadcast, I believe. I hope I actually put that logo in. But anyway, as I said, this is not a real long race. Honestly, only 125 laps, fairly short here tonight. But as we take a look real fast at the weather, it is 77 degrees with track info. It says 102. That may be the track tire or the track temp now. It may be heated up and stuff like that. So we'll see. But either way, this race should be fun. You all can check them out and more information about this league and all the other leagues that they run. They run 4 leagues altogether, including a dirt series that they just started in the, I believe, 360 sprints, I do believe. So go check them out, gofastracing.us. They also have a shop, and you can show your support and help these guys out. Always a fun league to put on and watch. Currently only 12 drivers in here right now. Hopefully get a little bit more. I'm sure we probably will. We'll just have to wait and see as I adjust my camera here because it ain't right. One thing I was going to talk about, and I mentioned it just a few minutes ago, was the rubber that is put down on the track. I want to go ahead and show you that now, what I mean by that. I got a camera here if I can find it. Just bear with me. There we go. You can see the marbles right here. The little black specks that you see on your screen. It's all the way around this top groove. That could be an issue come later in the runs, or if a car does not pit. You get up there and you get the marbles on your tires. Wheel spin's a big issue. You could spin out if you get up in a loose rubber and stuff like that. You're going to be standing on the bottom. You can see the groove really widening out just a little bit here on this track now, about middle of the surface. Some guys are running, as you see a couple cars going by now. That is going to be the main groove you can see. However, this car right here, that's about as high as you're going to see anybody run that with Skylar Allen going by, and that's about as high as you really want to run. So really the bottom preferred line here, you may move up a lane or so. This right here, however, is not what you quite want to run, because that was a little high, and you can get to that loose stuff, and it can spin you out and cause issues with your car and possibly even injure not. So, like I said, points leader Benjamin Elson, he also won last week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We only had 5 leaders last week. 150 laps was put on there. 5 cautions for only 20 laps. So that was a big change there for him. Keep in mind that this is realistic weather, so that's why you're actually seeing the track temp a little bit different. This track actually does get hotter as these guys race on it. So this is the Lazy Days Dover 125. Next week we go to Pocono. That is a race I cannot wait to see these guys run. For the Pocono 188, 75 laps there. Then June 17th, the BMW of Ann Arbor 188 from Michigan International Speedway. From there we go to Iowa on June 25th or June 24th, and July 1st is Daytona. So that's your next 4 races after this one. A lot of fun races going to be in this series, including a lot of road races coming up here starting in August. I believe there's 3 road races. Yes, only 1 oval race in all of August, and that would be Bristol. So should be fun. Like I said, these guys are still out in qualifying right now. I am broadcasting by myself tonight. Delaney Dunn's not with me. She is actually at her local racetrack with her crew chief who got hurt and stuff like that. So she's actually with him out there at the racetrack. So she will not be here tonight. It is just me in the booth, sadly. Next week we should all be back together and stuff. So also, I want to mention these guys do have another race coming up. I know the truck series are a little crazy. Their schedule's a little off-putting, but these guys do have the truck races coming up here June 8th. They go to Texas Motor Speedway. And then they actually do not have another off week for the trucks until June the 30th. So that should be fun. And over there on the truck series side, Eric Spencer leading the points. As practice finishing up now, we will be watching who gets the pole, and then I will put my pick in, and we will go from there. Here comes our first driver out onto the track, Skylar Allen, driver of the number 96 Toyota Chick-fil-A car. Keep your eye on Skylar. He's one of them guys that hasn't had the most luck so far this season. He was actually able to finish a race last week finally, or this week finally here at Dover. Right now, currently 12th in points, but no top 5s to speak of. Only 3 top 10s right now, and qualifying will get underway here tonight, and we'll see what kind of lap Skylar can do as he goes underneath the little overpass bridge here at Dover, which would be pretty awesome to stand up on. You see some marbles and stuff shooting out from the bottom of his car. First lap for Skylar as he goes to the top of the board. No, I take that back. He will not go to the top of the board because did that lap not count? He's currently 4th with a 22.704. As we wait and see how he does here on his second lap. Actually, let's hop over and take a look at our newcomer. The number 80 car, Brandon Parsons, a newcomer to, I believe, iRacing Altogether. I think I've actually broadcasted 1 race with Brandon in it before. Nice looking throwback paint scheme he's got on his Ford Mustang as he comes through turn number 4. See what kind of lap he can do here. And it will put him currently, actually I'm not showing him anywhere right now. Oh, okay, he's just now taking his green flag lap, so we'll stay with him just for a moment here. See what kind of lap he can do. Going to be hard to jump up there and try to knock some of these top guys off the board, but we'll see if he can do it. First lap for Brandon puts him 5th with a very impressive lap, a 2.2.195, still 0.4 off our leader, but a very good lap nonetheless for the rookie coming in here tonight. A little bit further back, Curtis Martin driving the Get Her Done Toyota. Get Her Done Graphics, sorry, from Delaney Dunn. She made that one. as I believe he just finishes up. He does. Todd Craig. Keep your eye on Todd, as he is actually the leader of the K&N series, I do believe. And I don't know why I'm not seeing a paint for Todd, but right now sitting in 10th place in the standings. Does have 2 top 5s and 1 win for the driver of the number 21 Chevrolet. He crosses the start-finish line. And he will not move up any spots there, so he's going to be currently showing in the 10th spot. Benjamin Nelson finishing up his lap. Still 3 people yet to qualify. Nate Anderson, who is sitting there, he's actually qualifying, guys. I just want to point that out. He actually is qualifying. Todd Cray crosses the start-finish line. Actually, he still looks like he may be practicing a little bit here as he stays out on track right now and getting some much-needed practice laps in for him. A good way to practice after qualifying, just keep running. And that smoke y'all see is from the one car who is sitting there. We're not focused on him, so it will not show his car until the race unless we go and click on his name. Something iRacing put in where if you're spectating, you can watch everyone qualify. I think Eric Minch is also out there as well. No, he's not right now. So right now we're just watching Benjamin Nelson coming up pit road. Driver of that number 46 car. Currently your pole sitter right now with a 21.774. Royce Schiavano second behind him. Hey, Mark and Crystal, how are y'all doing? And Outlaw, welcome, sir. Welcome. So basically what we're seeing right now is just practice from him. There's still a couple guys that have not actually been out. Freeman Kelly hasn't been out to do a lap yet. Eric Minch is another one that hasn't been out to do a lap yet. Still waiting to see. As we wait for the green flag or the end of qualifying here tonight. We'll see how everybody stacks up. As the 21, like I said, was just getting practice. He loses it coming off the corner, but that's okay. It's going to end qualifying. We will get a look here at our grid for the start of this race. Once again, guys, it is just me tonight, Adam Chapman, in the booth. Delaney Dunn at her local racetrack tonight. She will be back here next week, and we'll be back to normal. So we'll take a look here at our starting grid. It will be Benjamin Nelson starting on the pole here tonight. Driver of that number 46. Starting alongside Royce Schiavano, the driver of the number 41 Chevrolet. Right beside them, or behind them, should I say, James Finn and Austin Marion, the driver of the number 65 Ford, starting in 4th place. Newcomer, Brandon Parsons, making his start here tonight. Actually, not bad at all for a rookie. 22.195, starting 5th tonight, alongside that 97 of John Morris. Keep your eye on that 97. He could be somebody to actually have a good run. Skylar Allen up there in the 96, starting in 7th place tonight. Skylar's needing a big run here tonight, hopefully getting to the top 5 and have a good run after finishing a good race the other night in the Truck Series. Curtis Martin going to be starting alongside him in 8th place. Row number 5, we got Jeff Webker and Todd Cray. And that is all I'm showing at qualified. And it looks like Nate will be starting in 13th. Yes, 13th. So, let's bring in Skylar Allen. I think he's already in here. Yes, he is. Hey, Skylar, you got a copy? We will see if we can get Skylar in here in just a minute.
Hey, Adam, you got a copy?
Oh, you got me, man?
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, man. Tonight, Dover once again. Thoughts on this race?
it's going to be a fun race. It's going to be slick. Track's going to be really, really greasy. So hopefully everybody can take it easy. We can get through this 125 laps in one piece and maybe be up near the front.
Seen a lot of marbles. I'm seeing it all over the track, especially into the turns, the high side. Is that a big issue to stay away from that high side with them loose marbles up there?
I don't think so. I ran the high side in practice and it was okay.
Okay.
Car sticks pretty good.
It's going to be interesting to see how you do here tonight, man. I know you're looking for a good run, so you're starting up in, what, 7th, I said?
Yeah,
7th. So we'll see how you do here tonight. I hope you actually go out there and see if you can get a win. So good luck, and I'll be watching.
Alrighty, man. Thanks.
Thanks,
Keep
buddy.
back on top.
Yeah, I got you. That was Skylar Allen, driver of the number 96 Toyota, as we get ready to get this race started here tonight. Should be a good one, guys. In all honesty, I say that about every race, but these guys always put on a heck of a show. Well, hello there, LM604. Sorry, I don't know your name off top. And pace car pulls in on his slow 35-mile-an-hour pit road. Went in on a green flag, and green flag waves here for 11 drivers. And Benjamin Nelson, actually we have 13, by the way, guys. I just want to mention that. Benjamin Nelson gets out to a one-car length lead. Now here comes that 60 car of James Finn looking to the inside of Roy Schiavano. Don't think he's going to be able to take that just yet as we get single file here. Good run back here. There is Brandon Parsons, who did lose the 5th spot to that 97 John Morris. Here comes the 21 Todd Cray now looking to the inside of that number 80 car. Skylar Allen follows suit as well. We'll see if Skylar can get up there and race this rookie and try to show him a few things here as well. It's always good to learn when you ride behind some of these top guys, especially in this series, as there's multiple drivers in here that is great drivers. So as the 80 gets a little loose there, hits the apron, around goes Todd Craig. That's going to bring out our first caution here on lap number 3. Caution flies early here tonight at Dover as the 21 Todd Craig goes around and appears to have blown up. We'll get an instant replay here as we watch and see what happened. Coming through turns 3 and 4, he looks to the inside of John Morris, who, and it looks like, no, just loses it out of the corner. I thought he hit the apron, but lost it in the corner, and that's going to end his night early here tonight, as everybody else makes it unscathed and is good to go, it looks like. So an early caution comes out as Todd Cray, who was not doing too bad in points, honestly. He was in the top 10, I believe I mentioned. 10th in points, I think I said. I will have to find that out. You know what? I think I was wrong. Let me look. And we are having pit stops. I'm actually surprised by this. We'll get where Todd was in pits, by the way, as we watch these guys come down pit road. And Skylar Allen going to stay out and lead a lap. That is a good, that's a smart, I think that's a great call to stay out there. Looks like Skylar staying out, and it looks like he may be the only one. The wave around is going to go to Eric Minch, as he is your lucky dog. And we will see who has the fastest race off pit road and pit stops. Benjamin Nelson taking right side tires. Anybody else just going to take rights only? No. Looks like everybody's going to be taking 4 as the right sides go up and left sides go up. Down and away, the 46 comes across with a 14.18 second stop. However, the fastest pit stop as the one of Nate Anderson sitting on pit road a little bit longer. 19 second stop for him. Probably just laying back a little bit. Wanted to sit there a little bit longer. But it looks like it is Benjamin Nelson, and then James Finn had the fastest. No, I'm sorry, the 80. Brandon Parsons, newcomer, has the fastest pit stop here tonight. So that's going to put Skylar Allen out in front. And looking at this, it looks like Benjamin Nelson still second. Roy Schiavano, James Finn up to 4th. Austin Marion got it back a spot. No, I take that back. He is now 5th. John Morris, Brandon Parsons now 7th. Jeff Walker, Curtis Martin, your top 9 And then 10th is Eric Minch at the moment. Who gets the win tonight, guys? In y'all's opinion, who's going to be able to get it? Benjamin Elson comes in here winning 6 races so far on the season. Out of the 10 that we have ran, this will be 11. And I just want to mention Todd Cray was actually not in the top 10 in points. He was back in 17th. He's only ran 3 races this season, so that's one reason why he's back there. Great driver, though. So who gets the win here tonight? And will somebody knock off the 46? I think it's going to take a call like what we're seeing Skyler do right now in that 96 car to knock him off the pole or the win spot. You're going to have to do a gamble, I believe, in this race at one point. Anybody ever been to Dover? It's one place I've always wanted to go. The Xfinity race today was insane. So was the truck race. It was some great racing all weekend so far. So if it's anything like the real racing, we're going to see some great racing between these guys. Benjamin, though, right now is on a whole nother level with everybody. And I honestly say that with most respect for these guys, because a lot of these guys know how to drive, but Benjamin lately has just been on it. And that shouldn't surprise anybody. Tell you somebody else that had a great run here the other night until he got wrecked in the truck series with Nate Anderson. He had a really good run going in the top 3 for most of the night. Skyler had a good run. He was top 5 most of the night, and he finished that race well as well. I believe he finished in 7th, I believe, but he was in top 5 for most of the night as well. So we'll see if somebody, if that pays off. He is going to have 5 laps difference on his tires. However, that caution came out on lap 3, so 3 laps full speed and then the rest under caution. So right now it will be 5 laps once we hit the line. So we wait as the pace car lights are off. We're about to go back green here. And I expect a lengthy run here soon, though. These guys, like I said, always clean. Everybody knows that that watches these. I don't even have to keep saying it. Everybody knows how clean this league actually is. One of the best leagues we broadcast. As the pace car drops in, a little bit of a gap there between 4th and 6th. The 60 and 97. And slow coming to the green flag. And green flag wave, Skyler Allen. Gets out a little bit of wheel spin a little bit further back by Curtis Martin. Here we go, 3 wide going into the turn, but Roy Schiavone going to let the 96 back in. However, this is going to allow James Finn to get a run on that high side as Benjamin Nelson takes the lead away from that 96 car. The race right now is going to be for second. How hard do you really want to push right now? That's a question we're about to be answered, because Skyler Allen will take back second place, open the door for that 41 of Roy Schiavone, who is on the inside now of James Finn through turns 1 and 2, and the 41 Royce takes that spot away. Now looking to work on Skyler Allen in that number 96 Chick-fil-A Toyota. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. Last time by, we will see this time who's actually faster. To the inside, Schiavone goes. And last time by it was Schiavone fastest between these 2 guys, but Benjamin Nelson fastest out of the field. A little bit of contact between James Finn and Skyler Allen. Skyler almost getting into the wall there. Now he's battling James Finn, who he slides back down in front of. A little bit further back in the field, Jeff Wupker trying to run down John Morris. And around goes the rookie in the 80 car as the caution flies once again here tonight. And we will work our second caution of the night. And Brandon Parsons, not sure what happened there. We'll see. Looked like the same thing, and he just completely lost it. And Curtis Martin gets into the back of his hard as well as the 80 was going around. And when I mentioned rookie, guys, he actually is a rookie in iRacing, so he's learning this as he goes. Unless he races just hosted races or something like that, Brandon Parsons looking to try to come in here and make an impact. And he just learned how tough Dover really is, because this place is one of the toughest tracks to drive on. They don't call it too tough to tame for nothing, because this place is insane. 96 gets the win tonight. And you are correct about that. I wouldn't mind seeing Skylar get the win, honestly. Running third right now, I would honestly not hate to see that. I wouldn't mind. James Finn's another one I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, a lot of these guys, I like every one of them. So it's, I don't want to choose just one. But I actually did not get to choose. So I guess I would go ahead and get my pick in. As we see some guys coming up pit road again, it looks like Roy Schiavano standing out. See, this works out better though. And I'm surprised that this many guys are staying out, because I want to mention first who I'm going to pick. I'm picking Roy Schiavano to win. Okay? So I just want to get that out of the way. I'm picking a 41 to win. But I'm surprised by this many people not coming down. We had 5 people stay out. Roy Schiavano, James Finn, Curtis Martin, Eric Minch, Nate Anderson. And there goes your lucky dog. That is Todd Cray, who is back out on track. Yes, he is back out on track, which is very impressive for him to be back out there. But why would you pit with 3 laps on your tires, but not pit with 8 laps on your tires? That don't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, I know there's a reason. I'm sure they'll be fine for the most part. But it's kind of strange to see some guys pit on lap 3, but not pit on lap, 12 now that we're on. I'm just a little surprised about it. We are going to have somebody come down. That is Eric mentioned, I believe, coming down anyway. That 00 car. And yeah, Eric mentioned Nate Anderson did come down. So Roy Schiavano, James Finn, Curtis Martin stayed. I don't like the call to stay out though. Not with Benjamin Nelson and Skylar and all of them on fresh tires. I'm very surprised to see that. Y'all like the call or no? Would you come down? Would you pit? What would be your choice if you had 9 laps on your tires here? It don't seem like a lot, but Dover is a tire shredder. It just rips tires apart. With the banking and stuff like that. And the track's warm. This is realistic weather, so the track is really warm. 102 degrees is your track temp right now, I believe, unless it's changed over just a few laps we ran or went down after. Yeah, still 102.52 degrees, so it's still a warm track. We'll have to wait and see, though, what happens here tonight, as pace lights are going to be going off. We are going to go to a commercial here soon. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Layz Racing. If anybody knows about them, and I'm from Center Force Racing, that's where we got the name Center Force TV. If you don't know, me and a couple guys, really it was my idea to start it just because I love broadcasting just random races on Twitch. And that's how I started Twitch, and that's how I started the broadcast thing. I did it for fun. Honestly, I still do it for fun. If you don't have fun doing it, then you shouldn't be doing it. But I got to give a shout out to Lazy Days, because I don't want to go into too much details. But there is a program. You all see the overlay programs and stuff like that. The program I use is going to be starting a membership type or a subscription type, program, I guess, for this program. The Lazy Days pitched in to buy an entire year for Center Force TV, and honestly, I didn't even ask them. They just did it because they liked us. And like I said, I'm from Center Force Racing. It's kind of weird seeing 2 teams get along really that good, but I respect really the crap out of Lazy Days Racing, man. They are such good people, and I've met a lot of guys from them even before I started broadcasting. I got a lot of respect for them guys, though. So if anybody's out there is looking for a team, you can contact me for one from Center Force Racing if you're looking for a team, or Lazy Days Racing. I would recommend both of our teams, honestly, to anybody. So the pace car pulls in. We're about to go back racing once again as Roy Schiavano. Watch that 03 car. I'm a little worried about the damage he's got. He's got a little bit of left front damage. That could be issues, or wheel spin, as that was kind of strange. But the pace car is in, and no wheel spin just yet. It got off to a pretty clean start there. But the 03 looking to try to hold back the 46. The 03 of Curtis Martin. We'll see if he's able to do it or not as we go down into turns 3 and 4. as the battle's heating up front. Oh, this ain't good. That's may bring out another caution. No, he's going to keep his going straight, and he will blow up James Finn. Take a look at this real fast. That was, we mentioned this before this race got started. This was going to be an issue. We knew coming into this race that Skylar Allen does take third away from Curtis. By the way, Brandon Parsons, we've seen wreck earlier, is back up to 5th. Now getting battled by the 65 of Austin Marion, who takes that spot away. But we mentioned how loose the turns are, and I thought a lot of it would be turn 2 coming off near the wall, but we are seeing most people get really loose out of turn 4, and that's not much of a surprise either. And there he goes again. The 80's going around into the wall, the same identical wreck. Will that bring a caution out, or will he just reset? He's going to have to go, or this is not good. He's going to try to back it up and stay on the apron, and he's just going to reset, and that will end his night for the upcomer, Brandon Parsons, who was having a decent run here tonight. Dover's not a great place to pick where you want to start a race. Like I've said this numerous times, I absolutely hate this track. I hate it with a passion on when I race it. I love watching the races, but I hate it actually racing it. As you can see, Benjamin Nelson trying to run down Roy Schiavano. Skylar Allen going to go around this. We're going to bring out a caution. Nobody's going to hit him. Caution comes out with slight contact with the inside wall. It's not going to bring no damage to that 96 car. He'll get it back going around, and he will be okay. No damage at all. It don't look like on the front. Just slight bit of damage. He'll be all right with that. Not going to hurt him at all on speed or anything. So, once again, third caution comes out as we are seeing a caution-filled race at the moment. With that said, we're going to step back, take a break. We'll be right back.
And the other three will get a little bit of a jump.
Welcome back to Dover International Speedway. And we just got word that Curtis Martin is done for the night. I believe that was a disqualification because of an X limit that Go Fast has. And you mentioned about broadcasting. I'm going to be honest with you about it. It's not hard. If you're actually broadcasting, or if you're a co-broadcast is a lot easier in my opinion. But the person that actually broadcasts, like I'm doing right now, the hardest thing is I got so much stuff on my other screen right now. There is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes on my other screen right now, and I use my big monitor I use my home screen TV just so I can make sure I see the boxes really good. So it is one of the it's hard to do and hard to set up because you've got to completely I constantly watch live timing to know really who's moving up through the field and stuff like that, and plus work the cameras and stuff like that. It's honestly better if you got a producer, but to be honest, I don't really need that. I mean, some people might, but you know, I don't want to hassle nobody to do it. So, you know, honestly, it's just really just doing your first one and just learning as you go. And I'm still not good at it, honestly, I don't think. But you know, I was really, really bad at it when I first started. I mean, I was just like, here comes the 41, and I still have trouble. And I still have trouble with certain drivers' names and stuff like that, but that's part of it, you know. Pace car's about to drop in, and Royce Shavano, I think. See, I'm probably saying his last name wrong. He's probably laughing at me every time I say it, but will be on the front row alongside that 46 Benjamin Nelson, who's been getting great restarts. We'll see if it changes this time. Green flag about to wave, and the green flag is out as we are back to racing here. Lazy Days Xfinity Series. We work down into turn number 1. And it is 41 Royce Shavano clear the 46. Here's a good battle. Oh, who was that? Jeff Wubker into the wall hard on the backstretch off of turn 2, and sparks flying. It looks like he's going to have a little bit of damage to get fixed once we make our next pit stop. I just want to mention the 80, by the way. Brandon Parsons back out there. Actually, thought he may have been done earlier, but good for him. Nate Anderson back out there as well. Wait, he's been out there. I apologize. He's racing Todd Cray. By the way, Todd Cray is 1 lap down at the moment. He would be your lucky dog if the caution, and when the caution comes out. We have seen multiple cautions so far between most of these guys. And I'm not going to lie, guys. When I came on board and when I said this is our best league, I really meant that. But this track is so tough to drive with the new low downforce package that's on the Xfinity car. It is absolutely insane. If you watch the CFR Championship, we race tomorrow night. By the way, that's at 7:55. We go live for the chase. But anyway, tomorrow we race the Xfinity as well. And it's not these guys, I promise. It is absolutely this package that they put on these new cars. It is so tough to drive right now. As you watch Benjamin Nelson come through turn number 4. And somebody's closing these guys down who's just running faster laps than anybody in the field is this guy, the 65 Austin Marion, working his way up through the field. Has the fastest lap of the race. No, I take that back. No, we don't. Because our top 2 guys do. Actually, dead even between our top 2 guys. Fastest lap in the race. But right now, this guy right here is starting to work out. He gets a really good run off turn number 4. Working on the front stretch, and he really closes in just a little bit. Skylar Allen also running well here so far tonight, and he's actually moving up a little bit in that higher groove. We actually spoke a little bit about it. I was a little bit cautious about working it, but he's actually running a little bit higher than what we've seen everybody run. 3 and 4 he runs a little bit lower, but John Morris working a little bit higher lines than a lot of people as well. Pretty much single file. Nate Anderson starting to work a little bit here on Jeff Wubker in the 09. We'll see if he can get around him. Jim Ross had broadcasted. Post your Twitch on here. I think I've actually seen your Twitch. Post your Twitch in here. I'll check it out. Heck, I don't care. You're allowed to post links and everything. It's all for fun anyway. So post it in here, and I'll be more than happy to check it out. I love watching people broadcast. There are a couple broadcasters I'm not a huge fan of, but here comes Nate Anderson looking underneath the 09 of Wupker, and that Toyota, two Toyotas going at it here, and it looks like Jeff is just going to let him go for now with that damage on that 09. Don't want to get any more. We're just looking right now. There's the 80 that we seen spin into the wall earlier, coming off turn 4. Really slow right now, but he's still out there running 10th. Got to give him credit. Of course, there ain't a ton of drivers in this race tonight, which is kind of odd. But a lot of people, a lot of the top guys right now are in here. Some is not, but, you know, that happens. Oh, and the 46, Benjamin Nelson into the wall. That's going to hurt him. A lot of damage on the side of that 46 car. You can see the damage right there on the front of his car. That's going to be an issue. We will see if this thing stays green. It could hurt the 46 Nelson. Don't look like he's really lost too much speed just yet. He still looks really fast. We'll see if it affects him on the long run, and is it affecting on the handling of his car as well. That could be an issue. We'll just have to wait and see if that's the outcome. But he always has a way of proving everybody wrong, so we'll see. That time by, he was actually faster than our leader, so that's really impressive to have that much damage. What was it Jim Ross used to say? A slobber knocker of a race. I will start saying that. Maybe I ought to get like a voiceover for Jim Ross, and whenever we see a big wreck, I'll push the, like a soundboard, I'll push the soundboard, and it'll be Jim Ross that pops up and says it. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, while I'm sitting here thinking, guys, Mark and Crystal, and everybody else that's in here, I know most of y'all wrote me. Thank you all for sending your well wishes and condolences and all that stuff. That means more than you ever know. A lot of people don't do that anymore, so seriously from me, thank you very much. But to the inside, the 46 going to try to take this lead away with damage on that 41. He is really fast. Royce may be actually saving something here just a little bit. He's going to try to battle back on that high side. A little bit further back. We will go back there in just a minute. And here we go, Nate Anderson around John Morris. Nate moves into the top 5. He is actually moving up quite a bit here early, or now I guess you say later in this run, as everybody still looks like they're going in the right direction. I would expect pit stops to be within 35 laps. The last time we pitted was back on lap number 23, so it's about 15 or so more laps. Actually, I think you can go more than that. I think it was 40 laps of the truck, so we should be able to go around that 40 or 50 laps. I thought he was wearing a Rift. I remember he was talking to me the other day and he was wearing it. One of my favorite drivers in all of our racing is Benjamin Nelson. He is so smooth on the wheel, as he does take the lead back away from Royce Schiavano, but he is so smooth on the wheel when it comes, and you know, with somebody with a 5,300 I rating, he is one of the best drivers I've seen race in a while. And, you know, I've seen, for people that don't know, I've brought or spotted for a couple guys in the Pecan Free Series now. Alex Bergeron is one of them, but Benjamin has the same kind of talent as what Alex would actually be driving with. I mean, he is that good. He's good enough to be running in one of the top series, honestly. So, and it's cool to see him actually, you know, running every week, especially in, I mean, he almost runs in everything that these guys put on, so it's very impressive to see him doing that. And I've known Benjamin for a while. I've raced against him in another league I used to run. And he was just as fast then as what he is now. As we see Royce Schiavano, who's another very good driver. I mean, he's not easy himself. He's got a 4,300 I rating himself. So, I mean, he's right there with the same. Him and Benjamin always seem up front, as Royce just blinking just a little bit. So hopefully that comes down. I've seen him blink a couple times now in this run. As you see the 80 coming to pit road. of Brandon Parsons. James Finn, by the way, is back out on track after blowing up the engine of that car. There is Benjamin Nelson's running the Camaro. I'll try to get a little bit better view of one. I know Roy Shivano's running one as well. There's a Mustang. There's a Camry, Toyota. Eric Minch, oh no. And he is into the wall in his Ford Mustang. Man, see what happened real fast with him. It looks like coming off car number 4 again. We've seen multiple trouble with there. Or coming off 4. Yep, same thing everybody else has done. Actually, almost saves that car. Great job on doing that. He does put himself in the wall so he don't come back in front of nobody. So yeah, here's a Camaro. Where was it? Where's Shivano's running one? Yeah, we'll take a look here. You can see his Camaro. Benjamin's running one as well. So there ain't many Camaros actually running. A lot of Toyotas running, but there is a couple, and they're out front right now. I love the Camaro. I got every one of the cars right now in the game, and it is, I don't have a favorite. I mean, if I'm going to buy every one of them, then I'm going to run all of them. But the Ford Mustang nose, I love more than any other one. Toyota would be my least favorite. I like the Toyota a little bit more than the Cup car because the way it looks, I think, is really cool. The Ford Mustang nose is right here. You can see Austin. He's driving it. I'll try to get it. You can see it right there. You can see the nose. I love the way the nose points on it a little bit more. But I don't know. I think it really varies on just what you want. The Camaro nose is nice. I don't really hate the Camaro in the Cup Series. I'm a Chevy guy, but I don't really like the Chevy in the Cup Series cars. But in Xfinity and trucks, I like. I like them. But I think in the Xfinity Series, I think the Ford nose may be my favorite, but the Chevy's also up there, and Toyota's probably my least. So I think it all depends on what you like. We got a lot of lap traffic, and Benjamin Nelson's going to try to work through it, along with the 41 Shivano. Should be fun to work. This is one of the issues that could continue to develop over time is lap traffic, and that, I mean, these guys are super fast. They just put 7th a lap down. We've seen this last week as well with Nelson. And when I say that, I mean, he literally lapped everybody. And I mean, he was amazing last week. But lap traffic is going to be an issue, as well as you can see Nate Anderson, by the way, who's in 5th. Just gets passed, or about to get passed, by the 46 of Nelson. We continue racing. Guys are, I think, coming up pit road. Yes, Eric Minch coming up pit road. That is probably not a scheduled stop. He did have a little bit of damage on that car. So I'm waiting to see. Right now, these guys have 33 laps on their tires. So I'm expecting 10 to 15 more laps. There may be a couple guys in short pit here. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, I know you like the Camry, Kyle Busch fan. Hey, did you see the video, Crystal? I gotta share it to you. Kyle Busch last week at Charlotte, coming out on qualifying, he trips over his own feet and falls on the ground and rolls. It's one of the funniest things I've seen all year. Oh man. Nate Anderson trying to run down Skylar Allen. Don't know if he's going to be able to get there anytime soon. He's about 5 seconds behind. Skylar's running a smart race right now. He's trying to run down Austin Marion. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there right now. He's about 9 seconds behind the 65. But Skylar having a great run here tonight. So is Nate. Both of them guys having a great run. Benjamin Nelson actually going to be trying to lap Skylar here soon. Maybe anyway. We'll wait and see because still a little bit of work. There may be or pits that come before that. We just have to wait and see. Hey, Landon, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Always good to see old Landon Lacey, part of Center Force TV and racing. And caution comes out, as it looks like, who is the caution for? Is it 65? Maybe the 65? No, it is not. Trying to see who the caution's for. I don't see anybody that is for. There's Finn. No, it's not him. I don't see the caution for nobody, guys. I do not see the caution for anybody. I apologize. If I find it, I will let you know. But no idea. Don't see it on my events or anything. So that was kind of strange. Maybe thrown? I don't really know. Either way, we're going to have pit stops this time by. You see some of the guys coming out. Some of the guys staying out as well. So we'll be seeing here who has the fastest pit stop as they come down pit road. Yeah, Landon, I don't blame you, man, at all. Yeah, Crystal, that was that was good. I love that. I feel like what needs to be done, somebody needs to make, like, as we watch the race on pit road, it is really Shibano. Benjamin Nelson's going to be sitting on pit road here for a little while and getting some of that damage fixed. Don't look like he had a light. He's going to be pulling off second. Here comes Skylar Allen, who comes off in third, and the 65 will come off next, and that will round out the top four. Well, a lot of these guys are going to get the wave around, but I feel like somebody needs to make, like, the video where Chuck Norris or John Wayne, like, where they shoot somebody and it's got Kyle Busch falling. I feel like that would go perfect with that. Nate Anderson going to come down pit road now as well. He's still on the lead lap. He always waits till last to pit. Let's bring in Skylar. Talk to him. He's having a decent run. I don't want to jinx him, but we'll do it anyway. You know what? Let's not do that because I don't want to take that chance on jinxing him. We'll wait. Bring in Benjamin Nelson, who I can always talk to. I know that I don't jinx him. He's always fast. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, we seen you get into the wall there just a little bit, but it did not slow you down. How's the car feeling now after that?
I did get all of it fixed or as much as I could under the pit road. It didn't feel that bad, actually. It might have tightened it up just a little bit, which helped. I'm not sure how it's going to handle now, but it didn't hurt me that much, I guess.
How much has the tire fall off in these cars? It looks like, I've seen a lot of people getting loose coming off turn 4. Are you experiencing that as well?
Yeah, the times don't really fall off very much, but it's just the handling falls off a cliff. The right rear just gives up, especially off of 4, and it gets kind of snappy out of 2.
All right, man, we're going to be watching. Good luck, and as always, we'll be talking to you probably here after the race, so go up there and get them.
10-4, thanks.
Thanks, buddy. That was Benjamin Nelson, driver of the number 46 Chevrolet Camaro. I need to find out about his sponsor on the side of that car as well. I always see him have that sponsor. Ever since I've raced with him, the very first time I raced with him, he had that same type of paint scheme, I think. I figured. I'm not surprised. She's probably cussing. We are friends, but it's funny. Like, oh man, I don't even know what to say about it. I just feel like, it looked like somebody shot him when he got hit, when he tripped. I like Kyle Busch, though. He's actually one of my favorite drivers. Chase Elliott's my favorite, but I'm a big fan of Kyle Busch. I love the way his attitude is. And I think a lot of people hate it, but I think it's something NASCAR needs, honestly, especially now, more than ever. I mean, let's be honest. Dale Earnhardt, when he was racing, he wasn't the most nice person either, and he told you how he felt. So I don't mind the fact that Kyle Busch tells people how he feels. I love the competitor in him, and I think NASCAR needs more of it. So, I mean, Tony Stewart was the same way, you know what I mean? And look how many fans he's got. I mean, people loved it, so I don't have a problem with it at all. Or him. I got to watch him win when he swept Bristol a few years back in the trucks and Xfinity, and watch him about every year, but I love watching him race. As the pace car goes in, Nate Anderson laying back just a little bit. He's going to squeeze up some here. Pace car is on pit road. And green flag waves. Royce Schiavone with another good start along with Benjamin Nelson. Royce able to lead quite a few laps right now. Has led 28 so far out of the 64 that we have completed. And he will take that lead. Skylar Allen looking here underneath the 46 car. Something we haven't seen, and he's going to let Benjamin go back to third, and Skylar Allen moves up to second place here in that number 96 Toyota, and he slides up there just a little bit, but he's going to have a good run out the corner. Here he comes. He's just got to keep that car clean to the end, and he is looking great so far as he just passed one of the top guys here in this series. Everybody knows when they watch this league. Benjamin Nelson's always up front. A little bit further back, Nate Anderson battling the... Actually, I was going to say the 65. The 65 is falling off a little bit now to him. So we'll stick with this battle for now. Skylar Allen, Benjamin Nelson. Yeah, Kevin Harvick's the same way. Oh, hey, Ray. Yeah, Kevin Harvick's the same way. See, that's what I'm worried about. I feel like when a lot of these guys like go away, you're gonna just, and I hate to say it, Chase Elliott's one of them. But a lot of NASCAR guys, oh, Skylar's saving that car right there. That was muscling. He was really working that car. Let's hop on board with him real fast. And I want to get a replay of this if we can. Watch this. Ooh, he's working the wheel, trying to keep the car straight. But I feel like when a lot of these, you know, older guys retire. I mean, Kyle Busch has been here for 17 years now, I think. Whoa, Skylar's really fighting a loose car right now out of 3 or 4. But a lot of these younger guys are just going to be, you know, hush and sissies about it, not say nothing. I mean, NASCAR needs more attitude in it. And I mean, that's what honestly, that's the NASCAR that I love. I don't care, you know, you can beat and bang all you want, that's fine, but I love hearing the drivers after the race, and I love hearing the attitude. Skylar Allen has really got his hands full once again. One more time, we'll ride in car here with him. You can hear him really feathering that throttle, and he gets it to the wall just a little bit off 2. He's going to be okay, but he's really going to have to slow down. I think he's pushing the car a little bit too hard. He's got a good lead right now. He's got a second gap over Nate. I think he's actually better on the long runs is the 96 car. So hopefully he's okay here. And hopefully he's able to get it sorted out. But right now he's got his hands full fighting that number 96 car. Nate Anderson slowly starting to run it down. But honestly, even if you're able to get a top 5 here, that would be a big win for the 96 car. I mean, he's really pushing it. He's starting to get a little bit corrected, it looks like. Back out up front, we do got a battle heating up for the lead. Suarez would be the top to do that, though. Nobody would know what he is saying. I like Daniel Suarez, though. I mean, I like him. There's a lot of young drivers I do like. I don't really like Eric Jones too much, honestly. I can't stand Kyle Larson, though. I'll be honest with everybody. I know there's a lot of Kyle Larson fans, but I really don't like him. I don't like the way he acts towards everybody. Like he's, I don't know, just better. Who's a couple other young ones that's really starting to come up now? Ryan Blaney, big fan of Ryan Blaney. And I think when Dale Jr. retires, whenever he does it after this year, I think that's where a lot of Junior fans are going to go, to Ryan Blaney, honestly. Because he really is a great driver, and I know him and Earnhardt's really close and stuff like that. But here comes maybe a little bump there from the 46. Now, I just want to mention the last time we watched Benjamin race was Thursday. He won the race in the trucks. What he did, he raced Landon Lacey, by the way. Landon was actually in this race, in the trucks, and led a ton of laps, and I know Landon don't like talking about it. Landon, we got really sketchy here, but Landon led like 106 laps. But Benjamin did something, and it was a little weird because he saved his tires a lot. He fell all the way back to 8th at one point, just saving tires. And Landon thought, well, I'm going to pit early, come out in front of him, and it still didn't work out. Benjamin's really tough, and what hurt Landon, after going back and looking at everything on the live timing, was the on and off pit road under green flag. Landon spent a second longer on pit road coming down to pit road. Not in his box. His box was only about 2/10 slower. But actually coming down to pit road, he was 8/10 slower than Benjamin Nelson. Even though he pitted a lap earlier, it really didn't help Landon out. He's in here. I mean, I know he knows, and I know he hates talking about it, but that's what happened. So I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing Benjamin actually pull that same strategy here. Maybe he knows that Royce, and I don't mean this in any way to Landon at all, but maybe he knows Royce possibly just a little bit faster here, even on the longer runs, that he's trying to run him down as quick as he can because that clean air. And of course, you got to take into account the cars and stuff like that, way different than the trucks. But I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen him actually back off a little bit and save some. Skylar Allen, by the way, still in third, but he's going to be battling here soon. Nate Anderson has closed the gap now up to 5/10 as caution flies. And it looks like James Finn has went around once again, coming off turn 4, and has blown up once again. So unfortunately for the 60, and right there, we may have to get another look at this. It looked like he may have touched the apron this time. And he hit hard that time. Yeah, he actually got a little bit of the apron 2 times on that, and that's what sent him around, I believe. So unfortunately for him, running the BMW of Ann Arbor paint, it's going to end his night, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll have a better run here next week. So we work our caution, another caution again, real fast. 5 cautions so far for 15 laps. This race almost over. As we got under 50 laps to go, about 40, right at 40 laps almost. As we watch these guys come down pit road. It was close right there between Skylar and him. See, like, Alex Bowman's going to be great. Yeah, I really hope he's actually the one that gets into it. But I'm worried. I'm really worried about it because I know they're really trying to push William Byron to get in the car. But I know Junior wants him into 88, Bowman. But I know Rick Hendrick wants Byron, into Cup Series. But the thing is, I'm wondering how much longer Casey Kane is going to be there, honestly, because I don't know if they're even going to renew his contract. Me personally, I wouldn't. So I mean, Casey hasn't done anything in years now, honestly. So I would put William, and that was a close race off pit road. And I don't know, Austin Marion, by the way, stayed out. Wait a minute, did he take 2 tires? He did. Okay, so we're seeing something a little bit different. Well, I think he's coming back. No, he did take 2 tires. Wow. Yeah, so Austin Marion took 2 tires. Benjamin Nelson comes out in second. Nate, and actually we're seeing a 65 get on pit road. Actually, he may have not took 2 tires. That may have been from earlier. I don't know, but he is coming back in. So Benjamin Nelson will be in the lead. Nate Anderson now up to second. Austin Marion will fall out of the top 5. Skylar Allen up to 3rd, but Roy Schiavano going to be starting in 4th. That should be interesting. See, that's what I'm thinking as well. I want to see Byron into 5 instead. Oh, so they already confirmed Alex? Great. That's awesome. Yeah, I think he deserves it, honestly, too. I think he can actually do something in the Cup Series. He was better in the Cup Series, in my opinion, than he's ever been in any other series. I mean, there was a couple races last year he should have won. Let's just be honest. And, I'm not a big Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. Never have been an Earnhardt fan, honestly. But Alex Bowman, he's the real deal. I love watching him race. And he may be somebody that brings attitude with him, though. He looks like somebody that would have an attitude. So I like that. And there'll be a lot of fans though that do that though. If Bowman gets in that car, a lot of Junior fans will follow him, and they should. I think that would be really good. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if we're gonna see Junior win another race. I mean, he's running. He was pretty fast so far this week in practice at Dover, but I just don't see it happening. I mean, I don't see how you could bet against somebody like Kyle Larson and Jimmy Johnson, especially 10-time winner here. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I've always liked Bill Elliott. I was a Jeff Gordon fan since '94. Then when he retired, I started liking Chase Elliott. But I've liked Bill Elliott for a long time when he raced as well. Whenever I was little, I remember watching him. But Chase has had such bad luck. Like, I'm not playing. He should have at least 4 wins already in his career. But just bad calls or something happening. I mean, it is horrible. Some of the stuff that's happened to him. And I like him a lot, but right now I don't think he's going to be able to get it done with the crew chief. I think his crew chief's horrible. As far as a championship anyway. And maybe a win he may be able to pick up. It's going to be interesting to see him at Michigan because he's really fast at Michigan. Should have won last year. But that's racing, I guess. Pace car about to drop in here. As we're only going to have 40 laps to go. No, I don't need bits because bits for Twitch, and you messed up because it's for Twitch, Landon Lacey. Not for YouTube. I can't use bits on YouTube. Pace car does go in. We're back green. Oh, and the 41, a little bit of rub there on that 96 car. As Skyler moves into second now, but the race is going to be back here. Roy Schiavano gets around Nate Anderson. Here comes Schiavano trying to close up on that 40 or 96 of Skyler Allen. Skyler up to second now. And to be honest, if the 41 is going to have a chance at running the 46 down, he's going to have to get around Skyler Allen quick. And honestly, Skyler, if he's wanting to win this race, as he gets into the wall and sparks will fly off the side of that car. We'll see if that damage hurts him. Now, that looked like the same kind of damage that the 46 had of Nelson. He said it tightened the car up. That could help Skyler. I don't know if it will. You know, it all handles differently. I mean, Toyota, Chevy, and stuff like that. But we'll see if it tightens his car up as well. Everybody now single file through the track. Just looking through the field, and it looks like, I believe John Morris has gotten some of the wall again. Yes, it looks like he has. Eric Minch back out there as well. Just looking, Brandon Parsons is still out there. That's impressive. And actually, he may have gotten the wall a little bit again. It looks like he may just be leaving pit road, I think. Last time by, Nate Anderson was just a little bit faster than Skyler Allen. Yeah, I agree. I think he needs to be more aggressive as well. Skyler may go around here. Can he save it? Caution's going to come out, and he taps the wall again. However, and he's going to have damage, but he's going to still be able to get a lot of that fixed, and he should be okay. He's going to have a little bit of work to get back up in the top 3, but I think he'll be okay with that. We only got 6 cars on the lead lap. Skyler's honestly having a great run. I mean, honestly, I would not be surprised to see him have a good, top 5 finish. Yeah, he's going to have to get some of this damage fixed now, but I think he kind of needed that caution in a way. The only thing I worry about with him is how many X's does he have. Remember, if you get 12 X here, your knot's over and you're disqualified. So he's got to be a little bit careful with that. As we work caution number 5 now, we'll step away and be right back right after this break. back here once again at Dover International Speedway, coming up on 30 to go once we hit the green flag. You are live with the Dover 125 for the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Xfinity Series here tonight. Next week, these guys got a tough schedule ahead. Sorry if y'all heard my phone beep just now. As we go to Pocono, the Tricky Triangle. That's going to be a great race to watch, guys. I'm not going to lie. I want to go ahead and give you all my broadcast schedule for this week as we work through turn number 1 here at Dover. So tomorrow, the CFR Championship, round number 2 of Chase. Round number 3 of the Chase, race number 2 of that round. Only one driver currently locked in. We go live at 7:55 tomorrow here on YouTube. And then Tuesday, we got the online virtual auto racing league. They will be at Michigan as well. Then Wednesday, we got a dirt league we're going to be doing, the United Online Outlaw Sprint Series. Thursday, we will be back here, however, at Texas with the Go Fast Racing League as well. I believe we got the K&N on Friday. And then back here again on Saturday, same time as tonight, 9:55, all 3 days for the Go Fast, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Pace car pulls in down that long 35-mile-an-hour pit road, and green flag waves as the 46, Benjamin Nelson, gets out to a good start here. Here comes that 65, Austin Marion, taking third away from Nate Anderson. The race is going to be back here right now as, by the way, this is Skylar Allen. We're going to keep an eye on that. If that gap closes, we're going to go right to it. Nate Anderson working on the back of the 65 of Austin. Austin's going to slide up just a little bit in turn 3 and 4. That may be all this one needs to get a run out of turn number 4. And 65 getting a little loose. And once again, guys, I don't know why I can't see his paint. It may be something with the Trading Paints program again, but it happens. Sadly. We will be watching the lead. If that gap closes up just a little bit more, we're going to be jumping straight to that lead, I promise. And it just closed up some, so we're jumping up to the lead. Royce Schiavano trying to run down, and I say that, and here comes Nate Anderson looking to the inside of the 65 of Austin. Nate Anderson would take over third spot with ease as the 65 will let him go. Jeff Lubker going to have a battle here as well. Here comes Skylar Allen looking to move into the top 5 to the inside. Down into 3 and 4, and we'll see Skylar Allen's going to get to run out and take over the 5th position from Jeff Lubker. Back up front, Royce Schiavano working to try to hold on to second, maybe looking to the inside here of the 46. And I think it's a matter of time, and we're going to see some bumping, I believe. Here comes that Chevrolet to the inside of Benjamin Nelson for first place. Out of turn number 4, side by side down the front stretch. We're going to be having 26 laps to go. And Royce Schiavano will power on the inside and take away that first spot. A little bit further back, Skylar Allen now trying to run down after just putting a pass on the 65 Austin Marion. Going to be trying to run down his teammate Nate Anderson. You all remember Nate and Skylar both had a run-in a few weeks back. 2 teammates making contact with each other. I can't remember what race that was in, but that's what happened back then. We'll see if anything happens tonight, if Skylar's able to get back up there and run down Nate Anderson. He is right now 9/10 behind us. We take a look at your top 5. Just to let you know, that is the distance to the leader between each car. So it is 3/10 from Benjamin Nelson, 2.2 seconds to Nate Anderson, to Royce Schiavano, 3.2 to Skylar. Watching Benjamin Nelson, we're going to hop on board here with that 46 cars. He tries to run down Royce Schiavano now. Roy's looking to put a big statement here tonight, trying to get this win. Remember, Royce Schiavano only has 1 win this season coming into tonight. I do believe it's only 1 win. No, I lied. 2 wins. No, 1 win tonight. Yes, 1 win coming into this race tonight. So we'll see if he's able to get in. But the 46 is trying to battle back strong here. Just to let you know, the gap has closed a little bit between 4th and 3rd. Skylar Allen now 1.4 seconds back to Nate Anderson. That is the closest battle right now is your leader. So we're going to stay with this with 21 laps to go once we hit the stripe. Royce Schiavano will go on with this lap, and I don't quite know. This is big right now because both these guys are still fighting for that extra bonus points as well, leading the most laps. Nelson has 50 laps left, Shivano 49 laps left. They're going to be dead even once we hit the stripe right here, coming to it, and Roy Shivano will now have 50, so they're dead even on the lap times. That time by, it looks like Skylar Allen's trying to close this gap. He lost a little bit last time by. Is a little bit slower than Nate right now. 3/10 slower than Nate Anderson. Nate Anderson, one of the fastest cars out on the track. Currently your third fastest, but he is currently running third. So a couple other guys running fast as well. As we do got a battle starting to heat up back for 5th place. We'll go back to that. If anything starts heating up a little bit closer, we'll be watching that. I hear you, Landon. I hear you. What will the 46 do? This is about the same type of racing that he did with Landon Lacey earlier. Sorry, Landon. Thursday. In the trucks. Rode right this close to him. He wasn't able to get around Landon, though. Landon had a really strong truck until Landon pitted. Then he was actually able to get around him and drive away. I think the 46 may have to use the bumper just a little bit to the inside. Too early to use the bumper. Here comes Benjamin Nelson trying to take away that lead, and he will take it away through turn number 4. Not just yet. The 41, Roy Shibano, battling back strong on that outside with that momentum. Down into turn 1, we'll see Royce right there giving Benjamin a lot of room to work up off the bottom. Nothing's changed just yet for Skylar and Nate. They're still running 3rd and 4th, and Austin as well is still back in 5th. Battle starting to heat up for 5th. Here goes Benjamin Nelson. He's around and into the wall. He's going to bring out the next caution, and this is going to change everything. It's Benjamin Nelson, a very, very uncharacteristic thing that we just seen. The 46 maybe overdrove turn number 4 just a little bit. We'll see what happens as he comes off turn 4 and gets into the wall and dents up the front of that car. Now, he did not smoke, so that is something there. But will that damage hurt him? That is going to be a question. And will he be able to get back up there? Ricky Bobby, he's running somewhere out there. I don't know. I think he's out in the trailer now. I think he got caught on fire or something. And these guys are really going to have to check up hard here. I think they're going to have to give spot back to Benjamin, I think. We'll see. Meanwhile, here's going to be an issue. 4 tires, 2 tires, what do you do? I'm coming in and I'm putting 4 on no matter what. I'm putting 4 tires on. You've got to take 4 in this situation. You have to come down pit road. You stay out, you're going to get left behind by everybody. And it looks like everybody is coming down pit road. The car standing out are a couple laps down. You want to know who could win this race? We're about to find out. This right here could be the race for the win on pit road. Who gets in and out? This is what it came down to Thursday. Nate Anderson going to be the first one in his box as he slides in. Skylar Allen pulling in next. Then the 09. Then the 41 now on pit road as well. And there comes the 46, who may spend just a few moments on pit road extra. We'll see. He may only decide to take 2 tires and not fix the damage. We'll wait and see what happens with that. Here comes the race off pit road, and it is going to be a close one. 41, Roy Shibano, Nate Anderson, Skylar Allen barely squeezed out in front of the 65. The 09 of Jeff Wupker, and it looks like Nelson will come out in 6th after he's going to spend some time on pit road getting some of that damage fixed. So, this just got really good. I am actually very looking forward to this restart. I'm not going to lie. I'm really pumped up for this finish. Once again, guys, if you're not subscribed to CFR TV, be sure to hit that subscribe button, please, if you don't mind. It helps us out, and you can be notified as well anytime we go live. Also, we do have a Twitch over at twitch.tv/CenterForceTV. You all can check that out. We broadcast the Tuesday Night League over on Twitch. Also, be sure to check out Facebook.com/CenterForceTV. Get Her Done Graphics as well. Delaney does a lot of the paint schemes and some of the graphics that you all see on the broadcast, not the ones that you currently are looking at, but she does do a lot of work for us behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about, so thank her for that as well. What else to check out? GoFastRacing.us, be sure to check them out. And we're going to have a new website up here soon for Center Force TV. Just a website in general about some information about all the leagues and stuff like that we broadcast, and all the broadcasts. You can go there and watch them. I'm hoping. So that'll be up soon. I know I'm forgetting something. Landon, if you're still watching the broadcast, what am I forgetting? Let's see. Next race tomorrow. I know I already covered that. Wow, there's a lot of dirt on the inside. Coming to one to go. As we work, is that our 6th or 7th caution? That is our 7th caution for 25 laps. It's going to be 25. Oh, once again, guys, we're going to be doing something special here soon. We're actually going to be broadcasting it on YouTube. Once the Watkins Glen race comes up, the endurance race, we're going to be broadcasting that entire race. Whether it be me in the car or just, somebody else in the car, or even just actually broadcasting the race that we're racing. We're going to be doing it for a special charity. We don't know yet. All the money we raise will be given to that charity only. We did this last year. We actually raised $200 for St. Jude. And then this year we matched for juvenile diabetes. I think it was 300. No, it was a little bit less than that. It was like 270, I think, is what we put in for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. So we're still looking to see what kind of charity we want to give to this time. We may go back to one of the other ones as well as what we normally do. So we're going to be broadcasting a lot of that. And we're going to be doing a 24-hour broadcast here as well. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. It'll probably be a while, but I know we're going to be doing that here this year sometime for charity as well. So pace car drops in as this is about to heat up. We're going to see. And you know what? I think Skylar Allen got caught speeding. As Eric Michigan pulled to the inside, it looks like, yeah, he is a lap down car, so he's going to pull to the inside. Green flag is out. We're back to racing. 10 laps to go as Roy Shibano gets out to a really good start. Here comes Skylar Allen looking to the inside of, here comes the 65 looking to the inside of everybody. Skylar Allen going to take away third spot. Now looking to the inside of the 65, looking to take second away. Here comes Benjamin Nelson also in this mix after having that damage, trying to take second from Skylar Allen. Going to be working. Nate Anderson also in this mix as well. To the inside, Benjamin Nelson looks to put the pass on the 96 of Skylar in that Chick-fil-A. Gets a little bit of the apron there. Gets a little loose. Yes, lost a lot of time there. Here comes Nate now. Looking to the high side, takes third away from that 46 car. Benjamin Nelson back to the inside once again. Out of turn number 4, gets loose. Benjamin Nelson loses a little bit of time there. Once again, gets loose out of 4. Struggling to hold that car together for the final 8 laps now of this race. It is 2 teammates running second and third. Roy Shibano has checked out, by the way. Here comes Benjamin back to the inside of Nate Anderson. Will take away third position. As Nate's going to get a little loose out the corner. Got to keep that car together as we just have 6 laps remaining. Once again, I was wrong. 7 laps remaining. Back at second place, Benjamin Nelson working on Skylar Allen, trying to put a pass on him. Here he comes to the inside. Skylar may just give this position to him. And Skylar Allen will take away, or Benjamin will take away. Oh, Skylar's going to go around. And he actually kept that car out of the wall. That is not going to end this race. What a freaking save by Skylar Allen. Sorry, I'm getting a little excited. What a save by Skylar Allen. That was hands down one of the greatest things I've ever seen in all of iRacing to keep it off everything. Wow, he did not make contact with nothing. Here he comes off turn 4. Watch this. Oh my. Wow. Holy cow. I just want to mention, we're going to have about 2 laps to go. This is going to be a green-white checkered. If I'm Skylar Allen, I'm coming to pit road if nobody else does. And I'm going to be starting in 6th place with fresh tires. He may have something, but if everybody else pits, there's going to be somebody that stays out. We will go back green. I promise you that. We are going to at least have a green lap. Autism awareness would be a good one. That'd be a good one. This is one heck of a race, guys. And this right here is huge. What we're seeing right now, Skylar Allen coming down pit road, taking 4 fresh tires. We've seen this work earlier. We've seen people stay out in old tires. Now, these guys got 9 laps on their tires. Skylar is going to have none. This could work out for this 96 car. He is going to have to work up a little bit of traffic to get back into the top 3. But I'm telling you, this could be the move that pays off and gets him a win if we have 2 laps to go. He's going to be starting in 6th place with fresh tires. These guys have 9 laps on their tires right now, about to be 10. Landa, let me ask you, you're in the chat, do you like the strategy of coming down pit road? Especially since he went around. What a save, by the way, by Skylar, man. Like, wow. If he somehow comes back and finishes in the top 3, that is the most impressive thing I've seen on all of iRacing in a very long time. To keep that thing off the wall at Dover, all the places, everybody else we've seen tonight has hit that wall and either blown up or got a ton of damage. The 46 we've seen do it, and he had a lot of damage. Somehow he's back up to 2nd. No surprise. But that was by far one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed in all of iRacing. Like, we're a round of applause for that 96. As the pace lights should be going off, no, they will not. So this means it's going to be a little bit more tough now for Skylar Allen. We're only going to have 1 lap to go once we go back green. I don't know if the wrecks are done. I think there's going to be a massive wreck. This is about to get fun, guys. And remember earlier how I talked about this right here. You'll see it. Right here. You see them little dots all over your screen. That is marbles. These guys' tires are super hot right now. If any of them guys get really high in this top 5 right now and get marbles up on their tires, especially in the corner, you can see what the 41's doing. He's going back and forth getting the marbles off. If they do not clean their tires off, you will have wheel spin, and it could be huge. We see the same thing happen last year at Dover in the real life race. People got marbles on their tires, and they're bad here. They spun their tires on a restart, and it caused like a 12-car pileup. I think it was Jimmy Johnson that actually caused it from wheel spin. I mean, there is so many drivers right now in this top part of the field that has done such a great job on keeping their car clean. Like, hats off to Nate Anderson, honestly. Running 3rd right now. Great job by him. Great job of that 65 and the 41. All cars have been kept clean tonight. I mean, seriously, that's a great job. And we are going to have 1 lap till green, so we are going to have a green flag finish, guys. The next flag ends it no matter what comes out. Well, next flag will be white, so the white flag, then whatever comes out. Whew. I haven't been this excited for a long time for a finish. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's one of our best broadcasts we've done in a while, as far as us, or as far as me commentating it. One of the best ones I've done in a while. I'm proud of that. Yeah, right. Skylar's got something. I'm telling you, he's gonna drive by a lot of these guys. He may go up on the high side, like he's gonna go after it. And I don't blame him. Pace car about to drop in. We're about to see one heck of a restart. Waiting on the green flag to fly. 1 lap to go. Roy Schiavano, Benjamin Nelson. You're for top 2. Green flag waves. We are back to racing. Skylar Allen with a good jump there and gets wheel spin into the wall a little bit. We'll see if it hurts him. He's coming back. To the low side goes that 96 car. The race is going to be up front. We're going to stick with this. Roy Schiavone clears the 46. And it don't look like Skylar's going to be able to do anything with the fresh tires. Here comes Roy Schiavone through turn number 3. And look for a bump here from the 46. Out of turn 4, winner. Roy Schiavone wins here tonight at Dover International. Benjamin Nelson, Nate Anderson, Jeff Wupker, wow, finishes in 4th. Austin Marion, Skylar Allen will finish in 5th or 6th place. Eric Minch, John Morris. Then it will be Todd Cray. Brandon Parsons, the rookie, will finish in 10th. James Finn, Curtis Martin, Freeman Kelly. Guys, that was one of the best races we've ever seen. I'm not going to lie. And burning down the house is the driver of that 41 car. We're going to get an interview with Royce, Benjamin, Nate, and Skylar as well. So nobody leave anywhere. This should be some pretty good interviews here. Win number 2 on the season for Roy Schiavone, driver of the number 41 St. Joseph University Hawks car in that Chevrolet. As we bring in Roy Schiavone. Hey, Royce, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Man, what a freaking race, man. That was some great racing up front all night. Great racing throughout the field. Talk us through your night. What was it like running up there?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was probably just as exciting for us down here as it was for you watching from above, man. These cars are all over the place. The drivers in the race tonight were skilled enough to be able to hold it too wide and keep the racing going. The track changed a little bit, tightened it up, made things a little bit go a little bit faster, and people got more confident.
We've seen you battling Benjamin once again, as we do almost every week. What was it like battling him again here at Dover?
Yeah, I guess we couldn't get away from each other. So he had a great car early on, set an insane qualifying lap. But I tried to hang in there as best I could. And then when he looped it, probably with whatever it was, 25, 30 to go, he hopped right in from the back of the field. And lo and behold, he was right on my bumper there, inches away as we crossed the line. So he's a great competitor for sure.
I just want to mention this, and this may not be too much of a surprise really to you. I did not think we would actually see this low of a lap time tonight. You was actually able to set the fastest lap, like back on lap black. I think it was like 110 or something like that. You set a 21.842. That is blazing since it took you that long to get. That goes to show how hard you all was getting after it, man. Great job. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just to the league itself. I always look forward to these races. Friday, Saturday nights, Lazy Days, Go Fast Racing, Skylar Allen, Nate Anderson put this on. And Adam, you got to come run with us one of these nights. We were talking off air, and it's got to happen, brother.
Man, we're going to try to make it happen soon, hopefully. Good run, man. Seriously, that was fun to watch.
Fun to be a part of. Thanks, man.
Thank you, buddy. Next up, we'll bring in Benjamin Nelson, who finishes in 2nd place. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you fall just short here tonight, barely, after leading 51 laps. Your race was up and down as well. Let's be honest. You had trouble coming off turn 4, especially in the longer runs. First, I want to ask you, is there anything else that you needed to happen for you to get up there and take the win away from the 41?
I needed it to be 2 to go.
That explains a lot. One other thing that I was going to mention was, it was very impressive when I say this, because I did not think we'd even see this kind of a lap time. You ran a 21.889, and Royce, of course, ran a 21.842. However, that did not come into lap 100 or so, give or take on that. What was it making you all find that speed there at the end? Is it just the adrenaline and stuff going, making you fight harder? I mean, because we've seen some great racing there towards the end.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it, but I think the track rubbered up a lot, and it really took a little bit of grip away from the right front, and it helped us not get so loose so we could really get in the gas out of the corner.
I know you're a little disappointed with 2nd. I mean, we always see you up front, but are you okay with finishing 2nd?
Oh yeah, I mean, I gave it all I had. I didn't want to hit Royce out of 4 a couple of times. Actually, I got loose, and that other time it just got away from me. I didn't know how close he was, but I just didn't want to take him out. So I had that happen. I got all my damage fixed, and the car wasn't that bad actually. It really was fast. So congratulations to Royce though. He did such a great job. He didn't make any mistakes. He did great.
Man, we always see you two put on great races when y'all race near each other. Y'all two are always up front. So, congratulations, man. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? And I know that you got a YouTube channel and stuff as well. Give that a shout out, of course, as always.
Yeah, my YouTube channel, it's in there too. It's the channel name, and I'd like to give a shout out to Royce. He did such a great job. It's such a hard track with these cars. Everybody did a great job that finished the race, even that didn't. It's a lot of wrecks. And you guys for putting on such a great broadcast. Nate, Eric Minch, Skylar Allen, John Ronaldo, all those guys. Lazy Days Racing, such a great organization. I really love racing with them. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my team Nexus Esports. They're behind me all the way. So, and you guys for putting on your podcast every week. Just you guys are so great.
I appreciate that a lot, man. I mean, we always see you in here, and I've always said good things about you. Watching you run is honestly, it's an honor watching you run because you're one of the top guys we always see up front, and watching you really work the car, it's pretty amazing. So, congratulations, second place, and I'm sure we'll talk to you here again next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. Next up, we'll bring in Nate Anderson, who finishes a great third place finish. Hey, Nate, you got a copy?
How's it going, man?
Man, are you surprised that you finished third, or are you? I mean, that was your highest finish, I believe, of the season. Yeah, first top 5 of the season. Are you happy about it?
I am stoked, actually. I don't have any incident. I tried a couple different things throughout the race. Taking left side tires first, tighten the car up a little bit. Then you tell that the track rubbered up and get a lot more grip off the corner and be a lot faster. And I noticed towards the end of the race, I was keeping up with the top 2 there. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm really happy about it.
Next week, we head to Michigan International Speedway, a very fast track. Everybody knows that. Multi-groove track in a way, to be completely honest. Especially, don't know what it's going to do with the low downforce package in these cars. How do you feel about heading to Michigan?
I believe we're actually at Pocono.
Pocono. I keep saying Michigan
yes.
for some reason. Michigan 2 weeks.
Yeah, Pocono, I'm going to need a lot of practice on. I don't like that track, so I never run it.
It's going to be interesting.
Yes, it will. I will do my best.
Man, we always, I like talking to you all. You especially. Yeah, that was fun to watch you battle. We talked a little bit about whenever I first came into the TeamSpeak tonight about, will you be up front? You was like, I don't really know. It's a little loose, but we see you finishing third here tonight, and a great run by you, actually. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
First off, Harpoon Designs. They do from all my cars. Lazy Days Racing, and Eric Borelli, who runs that. Go Fast and Tyler and Eric Minch, John Ronaldo. All the guys that helped me out here is.
All right, man. Finishing third place. Congratulations. We're actually going to hop over and talk to Skylar because I'm actually got a couple interesting questions to ask him. So good job, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, man. Let's see. Hey, Skylar, you there?
Yeah.
Man, you was so fast tonight. You finished great. 6th place is great. Let's be honest. You actually was able to lead a couple laps there, but let's talk a little bit about it. You really drove the crap out of your car. What you stopped there after you? By the way, one of the best saves I've ever seen in all of iRacing. I haven't even mentioned it in the broadcast and stuff like that. You needed about 2 more laps, I think, of green there towards the end after you stopped. In your mind, what could you have done just a little bit different, to secure a top 3 spot and, maybe even a win?
I don't know. The car was fast all night. Nice to be able to run up near the front. With first and second place pushing out as far as they were, it was really nice because being in third place, almost like leading, you had a clean track ahead of you, so you were getting, you didn't have all the air off the cars ahead of you. And that really helped the car to handle well. And so when I'd get up there and run in third, I was able to pretty much just sit and cruise. And Nate beat me off the pit lane there, that one pit stop, and that set me back a little bit. And it was, just a struggle to get out of that wake of air from the cars ahead of you that really tended to upset the car.
I was going to ask you there on that last restart, was that wheel spin that you had just a little bit, or was that, with the air?
Oh, that was a horrible case of wheel spin.
That's what I thought it might have been.
I heard some of the other drivers talking about starting in first gear, so I was going to try to get a jump and do it. I think either Ben or Royce might have been restarting in first gear early on, so I gave it a shot and it failed. So, I'll take sixth. It was a decent night overall. Showed that I could run up front, and things didn't fall my way today.
Yeah, I mean, that was honestly, in my personal opinion, and we've seen you up front a couple times in the Xfinity series. I mean, you're top 5 in points, I believe, coming in. So we know that you're used to being up front, but honestly, in my personal opinion, that was one of the best races I've seen from you all year, in my opinion. Next week we head to Pocono. How do you feel about going there?
You've got to be smooth in all three corners. It's a very, it definitely earns its name, the Tricky Triangle. It's definitely a tricky place. We'll get in and get some practice in this week, and should hopefully see us up front again.
Man, I was excited to call this one, especially there towards the end. That was fun to watch. Shout outs. Give everybody the shout outs. I know you got a couple people you want to shout out.
Lazy Days Racing, Down to Mike's Truck Series for all the sponsorship. All the guys that show up every week. We've got a core group of guys here that are showing up week in and week out. We'd like to see bigger fields on the track, but at the same time, we know we're putting on a good show. So, it's kind of a toss-up on what we want to do there. We've picked up a few people from this from the broadcast now, and definitely want to say a big thanks to the Interforce TV, Adam Delaney, who wasn't with us tonight. You guys definitely have helped us out tremendously this year. And, just Lazy Days Racing for sponsoring and putting on this series so we can put on the broadcast. And, he stepped up in a big way for us this year, and just can't thank them enough. Down to Mike's. When we get to Michigan, we've got BMW of Ann Arbor signed on to sponsor the race. It's going to be a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun this year, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
I agree, man. Thanks for talking to us. We'll be talking to you here again next Thursday as we go truck racing once again at Texas. So talk to you here soon, man. Congratulations, 6th place.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, guys. First off, let's go down through the results, and then I'll give my thoughts on the race. It is Roy Schiavone, Benjamin Nelson, Nate Anderson, Jeff Lepker, Austin Marion, Skyler Allen, Eric Mish, John Morris, Todd Cray, Brandon Parsons, the rookie, comes in and finishes in the top 10. Then James Finn, Curtis Martin, and Freeman Kelly. First off, I want to give a shout out to these guys. For everybody that does know me, my stepdad passed away yesterday. Due to some complications from diabetes and stuff like that. So once again, I want to thank everybody for contacting me about that and, your thoughts and stuff like that. And honestly, I want to thank these guys for really putting on the race and taking my mind off of it, honestly, with the broadcast and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate it. I know my mom and stuff like that, she's been having a little bit of a rough time with it. It was her husband. So, once again, thank everybody for that. As far as the race tonight, man, hands down one of my favorite races so far of the year. And I feel like I say that every week. But the racing here tonight for the Xfinity Series, some of the moves that we've seen towards the end of this race was absolutely amazing. So that was really fun to watch. So, great racing again. If anybody's interested really in racing a league on Saturdays, get in contact. Or Fridays, or Thursdays. Get in contact with Lazy Days Racing or Go Fast. Skyler Allen. I mean, they always put a heck of a show on. So, 8 cautions for 32 laps, 18 lead changes. Wow, amazing. One of the most lead changes we've had all year besides, I think, Daytona. So, Once again, guys, thanks everybody for watching. That's going to do it for us here tonight. And it was something I was supposed to pop up, and there we go. So from everybody here, from Adam Chapman and Delaney Dunn, as always, she's got to say it. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I gotta get it. Guys. She's gonna yell at me if I don't. So let this pop up.
Drive safe, have fun, and get her done.
And the other three will get a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump